All right. Well, Rob, I have genuinely never had so many questions for someone about a show. This is such an interesting concept. I love jury duty. First, I want to get your take on the show. Like, what were your thoughts when it was first pitched to you?
Yeah, so I'd seen Jury Duty season one and loved it. Huge fan of it. And it wasn't exactly pitched. Like I had to audition, and I didn't even know what I was auditioning for, because everything was kept secret. So I just thought it was a sitcom or something, and submitted some tapes, and it was a long audition process. And didn't find out until towards the end that it was for jury duty too. So I was pretty pumped once I found out what it exactly was for, and I knew I knew the director who had done Jake Szymanski, who had done season one and season two. Like I knew of him, and I'd worked with him a little bit, and we like connected a few times over the years. So I was always just such a fan of his, so I knew like if I can get this, it'll be like a dream come true.
Oh my gosh, that's wild. So the actors don't even know what they're auditioning for either.
Right, not at all. And at first, like for the auditions, they were like, submit these tapes like you work at a restaurant. And so I was like, okay, it's a show set at a restaurant, which it kind of was, I guess, at the end, or hot sauce company. Um, and so yeah, I did that, and then there's like a call back in LA, and yeah, but I had no idea until the very, very, very end. And I remember I got an email like a few weeks before we started, rehearsing, that Amazon has approved you. And I was like, oh, I didn't know they were, needed to approve me, but cool.
I'm like, how would you classify the show? Like, I don't know if I should tell people, oh, it's a reality show, it's a sitcom.
uh,
It's such a what's your take on that?
People say it's a hybrid. I mean, it's, I hope people don't think it's a reality show. Like a friend of a friend was like, congrats, you're on that reality show. I'm like, it's not a reality show. Like it was scripted in the sense that there was a team of writers, there was an outline, and all our characters were like very well defined even before we started rehearsing. And then once we rehearsed, we built everything out, like collaborated with the writers, with the director, with the producers, and with ourselves to build this world out. So I guess, I mean, the easiest way is like a hybrid sitcom slash maybe reality.
Well, then, so do you have lines that you're asked to say to the camera, or is it literally like all improv?
It's sort of half and half, I'd say. We knew going in that we had like beats or scenes, to play. We knew like what world we wanted to, build and start. And then from there, you had to think on your feet and improvise, because, Anthony could go one way, and if we were supposed to go the other way, we couldn't just like force him. So we had to sort of follow his lead. But there were a few like lines of dialogue we were supposed to hit everyone, like, every once in a while. But most of it is improvised, like throughout the day, and because we're basically filming like 12 hours a day, whether we know it or not.
Yeah, that was my question too, because you guys are clearly filming for so long. Like, do you have to like go and prep for the next day after, Anthony goes off somewhere?
Yeah, exactly. So we would have two meetings per day. One every morning at 7:30 a.m. We would meet. Anthony would go on an errand, and we would meet with the director, producers, writers, and the cast, and kind of go over the day. Like, here's what we're going to do today. And that would just be a quick meeting, like 30 minutes. And then sometimes at the end of the day, we wouldn't meet, because like sometimes it would go so long, like we were filming, a dinner scene or at night. So like we wouldn't have time to meet. But every once in a while we'd meet at night too, to just kind of talk about how the day went.
dang it. So Anthony really does like genuinely have no idea. Like he thinks this is
Yeah.
all real. Oh my God, there
Yeah.
was a line in episode 5 when he was like, "You couldn't even make this up for a TV show.
Yeah.
This is so authentic and real." Was it
Exactly.
hard for you guys to like stay in character during
Yeah. Like,
that?
yeah, that like we were definitely, emotionally drained by the end of the day, because you had to stay in character, and you had to be like on the watch for like, don't let, like, if you see it camera exposed, or something that doesn't look like we're not only like actors, comedians, we're also sort of like detectives to make sure like nothing looked out of the ordinary, and then also just sort of like therapist for each other and for Anthony too, to make sure like, all right, is everything okay? Is everybody all right? So yeah, we were definitely drained by the end.
Well, you had a little romance at the end of last episode too, which I was not expecting, but I was like, all right, we're going there.
Yeah, yeah.
Did the writers basically just tell you, okay, guys, find a way to make this happen, or did they kind of plan Anthony walking in right at that moment?
It was planned. So the second day on, like, while we did read throughs like before we started filming, during the rehearsal process, and I remember the second day it was written in the script, like, other Anthony and Amy make out at the end. So and I'm married, so I called my wife. I was like, yeah, they have a makeout scene, and she was okay with it. It comes with the territory of acting. But yeah, it was all planned, and we had no idea how Anthony would react. And also it worked out well where everybody else was getting in the bus, getting in the van, and then PJ grabs Anthony, and PJ's like the perfect person to be like, let's go find them, because his character is always like looking for the gossip or juicy story, and so they walk up, and their reaction was amazing. Like we didn't, like, who knows if he would be mad because he's siding with Kevin, and he's like, dude, other Anthony, what are you doing? But he was genuinely happy. I mean, he always has Kevin's back, but he was as you see on camera, he was so happy for me.
Anthony seems genuinely so kind. Like these people are out here doing
Oh
the
yeah.
wildest thing, and he's just like, "You do you." Like whatever, whatever makes you feel good. Was
He
there
was the
ever,
best.
was there a moment when you were like, I think we're going a little bit too far. He's got to know that this isn't real."
Yeah, there were, like, we were worried. The big moments were actually episode 5 a lot, because the like when Trucus comes in, and we were kind of worried, like, is that gonna seem real, like that this evil company comes in? But I mean, the actors there crushed it. Like they played it so well. And then all the shenanigans, like getting hypnotized, we were worried, like, yeah, is he gonna believe that we're truly hypnotized? Because but he did. He totally bought into it. And so I mean, like, we were, the whole time we're worried that we're pushing the too far, but generally he took it well. Like, I can't think of a moment where he was like, besides when he says like this is like a TV show, but it's too crazy. Like, you can't write this, but so
I
he was pretty much bought in.
it's you, it seemed like such a bonding experience, because even he is like, I know we haven't known each other for that long, but I really love you guys. Did
Yeah.
you all really bond as a cast during this? Like, even with Anthony being out of the loop of what was going on?
We honestly bonded, like, more than any other film set. Like, of course, any production or show, movie, whatever it is, you're gonna bond with the cast. But we really, 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 truly bonded. We always say it was like adult camp, which it was. Like, when you go to off to, summer camp, you bond so much, and like by the end you're in tears, like that it's over. So everybody really bonded, and we bonded with Anthony. Like you could, at the beginning of the show, you can tell like when he's in the office, he's a little timid, as most people would be. If you're a temp, you're going to a new environment, new company. But by the Hypnotists, by the dinner and show at Sagebrush, you can tell he's totally on board and totally bonding with us and comfortable with us. So it's pretty amazing.
It makes me sad too that he thinks he's just a temp because I'm like, you guys have gotten so close. I want him to be a part of this non-existent team.
I know. And that occurred to me, and I think the rest of the cast, that he probably doesn't want to, before we reveal like that it's not really a company, he probably wanted to stay and just be a temp forever, or be part of the company forever.
Yeah, I'm sure that's such a bonding experience. Like I feel like I'm so close to people, I wouldn't want to leave.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, you mentioned that it was kind of like summer camp. So episode 5, did you have a favorite activity? Because I'm assuming you got to do multiple things, even if they didn't show it all.
Yeah, and that was exhausting. Like, for one funny story was I was always getting injured, and like I would have to go to the medic and be like, yeah, sorry, can I get a bandage for this, or a Band-Aid or whatever? And she was joking with me. She's like, did you fall down a lot as a kid? I was like, well, I mean, it's written in the script that I'm supposed to fall down. But the answer is yes, I did fall down a lot as a kid. So it was exhausting. Like all the activities, I would say like the pony race was not my favorite because I was injured. Like I fell and like hurt my ribs, and it was so tired. Like it doesn't seem like it would be tiring, but it really was. And then another, maybe my favorite was the axe throwing. Like the whole time I'm supposed to be obviously real bad at it, but like a lot of people had earwigs, so the director Jake would communicate to them like, tell so-and-so to do this. I did not have an earwig, but somebody came up to me and was like, throw the axe backwards. I was like, okay, like, or I'll try. And so I just threw it back, and it makes it into the show. My first throw, without me really trying to, I hit one of the members of Trucus, Rachel, and I was like, oh, whoops, sorry about that, but it worked out well. Like it was great that that made it into the show. So that was a fun moment.
That really makes it dawn on me how much of this you have to do in real time. Like the bloody nose, like that was, how did you guys rehearse that at all beforehand, or they just had to like have the props ready and do it when Anthony was looking elsewhere?
So in my opinion, that was the hardest scene of the whole show to pull off. Like kudos to Erica and Wendy, the two actresses who did that, and it was rehearsed many times. So we had a stunt coordinator on set because we all had to do our own stunts.
That's so fun.
We couldn't have a stunt double. So during rehearsal, they practiced like doing the jousting, and it was like, I'm not a big like pro wrestling fan, but my understanding is in pro wrestling, they do this similar technique, and probably in like film sets too, where like in real time, you have to fall and then pretend that you're bloody. So you get like a blood pack and like wipe it on your nose. So for one, they had to pretend to get hit, fall down while you're down, and while like Anthony's not looking, get the blood pack and put it on your nose and make it believable that Anthony, didn't see you do all these, behind the scenes things, and he didn't. And his reaction's amazing there too. Like he's first he's like so pumped. He's like, "What?" Because I mean, he has like Kate, Erica's back, and then he sees the blood, and he's like, "Oh well, I hope she's all right."
That
But
is
that was the
genuinely so
hardest scene.
impressive.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, okay, one of my most important questions, and it kind of dawned on me after I watched the episode, but how long were you guys out there looking for Dougie?
Oh yeah, yeah. That was crazy. So several, like honestly, several hours, and that was a crazy day because I mean, it's been a while since we filmed, but I think that was the day when there were truly wildfires in California and right near Agora Hills. So like there were, and not, I think you can't really tell in the filming, but there were like, while we're looking for Dougie, we're like, you know, there's helicopters riding around, like putting out fires, but we just kept up. Like, all right, the most important thing is to look for Dougie, to find Dougie. So it was several hours, like looking for him.
That is so fun. This show
Yeah,
honestly is not what I expected in the best possible way. And thank you so much for answering all of my questions. Like I
of
feel like
course.
so many people wonder how this works because again, this isn't a concept that at least I've heard of before.
Yeah.
But before I let you go, I do also want to ask you, obviously you guys were done shooting, so do you have any other upcoming projects that you're excited about? Anything in the works?
Not like honestly, not yet. Like hopefully this will lead to some other things. I've of course I'm doing dumb videos on TikTok and Instagram.
I've seen
And
them, they're not dumb.
thank you, thank you. One cool thing is a cast member from season one. His name's Ross, and he has an improv. He lives in Atlanta. He moved from LA to Atlanta, and I'm in Atlanta. So it's great to have another fellow like jury duty cast member to bond with, and reminisce about all the crazy shenanigans, both from season one and season two. But he has an improv show at the Alley Stage, like I think twice a month in Atlanta, and so I've done that, and hopefully, I'll perform like more with him and with like whoever else, and do stand up as well. So it's sort of like I took sort of a break from performing before this, but it's definitely like invigorated me to want to perform more. So you'll probably see a few more dumb videos out there from me, and maybe some shows here and there.
Awesome. Well, I will let you go so you can go about your day. But Rob, you are so lovely to speak with. Thank you so much for making some time for me.
Yeah, thanks, Rachel. It's my pleasure.